My name is Robert Blake, and I am the owner of Solar Bear and the executive director of Native Sun.
My name is Ralph Jacobson. I'm the founder and currently the Chief Innovation Officer of IPS Solar, which is the company that I started in 1991 to build the market for solar energy in Minnesota. Some people call me the godfather of solar in Minnesota.
I am a Red Lake Tribal Band member and come from my mother's side, a hereditary chief line. We have a word in Ojibwe, Ogichidog, and that means warrior. And one of the greatest things that an Ogichidog could do for its people is to be of service to the community.
I did not feel like there was something that I could do in the world that was constructive and that really I could wholeheartedly put my life energy into until I found out about solar energy. The solar industry in the 1980s had left a trail of people that were unhappy with the technology. And what I wanted to do was to build a trail of people who were happy, that had installations that were performing as good as or better than what I predicted. And so that was a very strong driver for me to set the standard very high. I knew from the beginning that this was much larger than what I could do. And so it was always about finding people who also felt the way I did and wanting to say, come on board, let's do this together. When the opportunity came several years ago to do a feasibility study for Red Lake, I really was ready for it. And when I had done the first round of financing, fundraising, I was thinking I was going to have to bring my own crew up there, and then I met Bob Blake.
Solar Bear is my company that did the installation in Red Lake.
He went out and found people in the community there who had all the construction skills pretty much needed, and it was so successful.
By employing our people, you're not only going to create jobs and entrepreneurial opportunities, right? But you really are going to raise the level of the community. The Red Lake project is about 15 megawatts of solar in various buildings, schools, government center, training centers.
We're embedding the solar in larger economic development. As our financing scheme comes to fruition, the ownership of these systems cascades into the ownership of the tribe. They're going to be the owners of all these systems that are on their buildings that include solar and storage.
One of the things that tribal nations are very proud of is sovereignty. We can supply our communities with just renewable sources, and we're not going to need fossil fuels anymore. We're not going to need natural gas anymore. These are going to be in the past.
They're going to have an energy resource that not only starts to give them energy sovereignty, but it gives them a platform from which to do business with the utility that has been their provider. And so now they can come as a peer and do business with them.
This is now just another form of self-determination for tribal nations.
We need everybody on board to grow this thing and do like what Bob Blake says and really take over energy sovereignty, build energy sovereignty in every community.
We have 10 other tribes in the state of Minnesota that then can look at this template and then they can follow this. And my hope is we can then form a tribal utilities commission, right? That can work in conjunction with the Public Utilities Commission. And then when you have decisions that are like pipelines and other decisions that need to be based, then the tribes can go ahead and have a say. The First Nations people in Canada are already down the road on this. And so I'm really excited that we can go ahead and start it here and grow this all throughout the United States with all the tribes. This is really bigger than just Red Lake. This is thinking 30, 40 years down the line of how we really want to really grow this.
And so it's just an honor for me to participate in a Native community taking on the leadership among surrounding communities and showing them how their values are going to take us into a better relationship with the planet we live on.
To me, it would be just my wildest dreams to see all 573 tribal nations all stand up and say that we're still into the Paris Climate Treaty Agreement when the United States of America is backing out. You know, this is Native people's time to say that we can't take back this land physically, but we can definitely take back this land morally. And this is the way we do it. We do it by protecting Mother Earth.